Right, hello and welcome to the first proper session of the 31st Oireachtas. So, we're beginning with a legislative session. It's usually a question time. However, unfortunately, due to the very, very, very long not presidential, Taoiseach nominations, unfortunately, weren't able to get the session done until today. Anywho, we are now finally meeting, so. I mean, I'm not actually sure what's first on the agenda today. Oh, there's a point of order. I don't know. Oh, very confusing. Oh, she meant. Okay, you know what? We're just going to continue from the confusion already. Right, first Noah will begin with his bill. Um, I do actually need to see what the bill being tabled is right now. If you bear with me just a second, I will get up that.
Well, I don't know why we're silent. I don't know if
Oh,
Dan
sorry.
can
I was
hear me.
Oh my god, I was unmuted on the stream, unmuted here. I'm so sorry. Um, I was just talking about this the first session of the 31st Oireachtas that isn't, a Taoiseach nominations. So, but currently the Taoiseach is speaking. This is about the Irish Statutes Codification Bill 2025. Now, I do believe there was meant to be a Foreign Affairs. Oh, this is just outlining what Kamla did with all of her books, of all the different books of the general government, foreign affairs, etc. So I think it just legislates the fact that the statute book needs to be kept up to date as it currently is. However, I think also there was meant to be the merger for the defence and foreign affairs departments, but did not happen. At least not today. Chickenell's already risen in, maybe as a point of order. The citing that it was written in Helvetica, not in New Times Roman, which makes it null. Eamon said he will fix the format when it goes to the president. Checkmail's arguing that they used to format it, they would use to strike it down if it was formatted wrong.
Yeah, that is fair enough. I had a number of my bills struck down because of the spacing being wrong, which is arguably
Well, maybe they
wrong.
have changed their mind. I don't know. Might be a government only thing. I think it's due to the fact that something like with your amendment, the wrong colour was used. It's a lot more to do, whereas on Google Docs you can literally just do Control A and then change the font. So something is maybe simpler than others. Motion to vote has been put forward, so we haven't actually moved to the second reading.
Mhm.
Currently waiting. The Kian callers asking that we move to the second reading. And Noah is now moving us to the second reading. So we're just waiting for. Okay, he's motioned to move to the second reading. So again, we'll now hopefully move. Yeah, it's been asked if it is agreed. Okay, currently voting to move to the second reading. It has been passed. I think this will be a very short dual session today.
the first short one.
Yeah, so I think it would be just this, and then Sheen goes down for like an hour, and then we come back. Oh, I need to mention we will be interviewing the president at 9:30, I believe. If hopefully the Shannon's adjourned by then. So please do stick around to watch that. It'll be probably a separate stream, but right then they're asking if the motion to move has been agreed upon. This is to move to the third reading with the final voting. It's a very short, small session here. Because I believe this is the only thing. I think Bo has a motion to propose, but I'm not too sure. And it then passes the verbal vote again. Notably, the opposition hasn't voted on anything. They haven't nailed. They haven't agreed. So is it what I'm saying? There's not really much to commentate on. Taoiseach's called upon again, but they're also asking if they just want to move to voting. Ms. a motion to vote, so third reading? So confused. This should just be voting on the bill. Right. Yeah, they're asking if if it is agreed, the bill passes. We have lots of agreed from the Green Party and agreed from the government benches. Nil from Oisin, nil from another Labour Party member, and then a nil vote called by Checkmail every day. I mean, notably to talk about the composition of the duel, we have seen the 31st Oireachtas for the first time in a long time. We actually have spokespersons, which are usually, I mean, just to make a comparison, they're the same as say a shadow minister in the UK, but here they basically, if you don't know what those are, a spokesperson basically acts as a representative for those issues for the opposition. So if the Minister for Justice does something wrong, the spokesperson for Justice may speak on it. So, I mean, again, like I said, for the first time in quite a while, Checkmate has actually been made deputy leader of the opposition. And in the Shannon, we have Selwyn made deputy leader of the opposition in the Shannon, and the leader of the opposition in the Shannon is True Donald. So quite a very big composition, a very big opposition here with their roles. But sorry, the bill has passed with 10 tar and 3 nil. So it does pass there. Passes the voice votes. Now they're asking if there are any motions because all bills have been passed, but Bo is now raising. There's been a motion to censor. Hold on. We're just trying to see who they're motioning to censor. Oh, are they trying to do it against the Social Democrats?
Wouldn't you like to know whether, boy?
Yes, I would like to know. Oh, okay, she stated it now. Fianna Fáil, Labour and Fine Gael. The motion has been tabled and a second has been received from the Taoiseach and the Taoiseach. Oisin has raised a motion to adjourn and then Checkmail has seconded. First, the motion to censor has been considered, though. Okay, so we're talking about the motion to censure, and Taoiseach has been called upon first. We'll try and summarise the statement here. First, thanks to the Deputy Bow for giving the motion. Right, well, we are currently waiting to see. He said. He basically says if it wasn't for the parties involved in the power grab, there wouldn't have been chaos within the government and such. Apologies for anything in the background. Um, Currently waiting. He said the political division and chaos lies on the parties table, obviously. No one else is responsible no one else is responsible apart from those parties. Oisin has said, not Oisin, Noah has said that it's a shameful act, and they should be punished. No, and should be punished accordingly. Right, we'll quickly. Give me just a second.
Right. So, Oisin has risen, leader of the Labour Party, leader of the opposition. I assume he's going to offer some sort of rebuttal. Oisin has said, "We categorically reject the attempts by the Taoiseach to silence dissent and suppress the voices of those who dare to hold this government accountable." And notably, we have Fianna Fáil leader, Checkmail every day, sat on the Labour bench as they have announced their new united democratic opposition today, which comprises of Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Labour Party. Well, less so of the Fine Gael because they have in fact attended one session, and that one session the leader was ejected. So if this administration fears open dialogue, well, I've missed that. We will not be intimidated and we will not be silenced. Now, I'm not sure what he's referencing because personally, unless a private threat has been made towards the leader of the opposition, I don't think they've attempted to silence him or intimidate. I think yesterday, when the people who now call themselves United Opposition, when they raided Oras on Uachtaráin, that was intimidation. However, this is not. Oisin has just issued, attempted to say two things. Oh, we had just have 5 deputies risen, I believe. We have Checkmail leader, Fianna Fáil leader, Checkmail jumping. We have 3 deputies stood on the government bench. Kira has stood on Taoiseach. This is, I'll go quick. Taoiseach, I don't know what he's yapping about. That is from Kira on Taoiseach. And the Ceann Comhairle has handed the chair to Las Ceann Comhairle, or Lash Ceann Comhairle, Mo, who this will be his first sitting leading the House in the chair. And Kira has had to resume her seat as her curtains have fallen off of the wall. There are 4 deputies risen. One has entered the well of the chamber. seems to be a lot of standing and a lot of, well, it's nothing compared to last term. But yeah. Los Corla has stated, "We don't call people any names," which has been a plague of the Dole Éireann recently, calling of names, especially ones that people can manage to get through the Roblox chat sensors. Specifically, the word GIMP has been used quite a lot. A member of the government bench has reportedly called someone a stupid dog, and the Taoiseach has risen, whilst the Lash Corla is stood, which is disrespectful towards the chair. There are now 2 deputies stood once again.
Sorry about that. I am back. Thank you, Neve. Sorry, I don't forget people's names on purpose. There's lots of people to remember in my life. Um, yeah, as she pointed out there, we've had quite a few issues in the duel, especially with presentation and being respectful of other TDs.
And 2 TDs have risen in the Green Party bench demanding a motion be heard by the Lash Corla, and there are 3 deputies stood at the same time, which is disorderly. Yet the Lash Corla has remained sat and allowed this to continue. He
The
seems to
the Green Party
have,
members have sat down.
yes, but they weren't sat, they were stood, so. The Lash Corla seems to not have the same grip on the chamber as the Corla Jesse does.
I have to say, being Kiankor, it does seem like a very tricky job because it's not only just a tricky job, there's also a lot weighing on your shoulders. You have to be the bearer of the chamber, you have to interpret all these different
There,
opinions and all these
I
different
agree.
people hating you and hating the other benches and wanting to get everything possible done
I
to
agree,
them.
but
But
the thing is, you're not sat in that chair to be liked. You are there to
yeah,
maintain order. If you cannot maintain order, then the chair isn't for you, and you should do the good thing and resign. I believe Jessie's done a great job thus far at being Kian Corda. She's had 3 back-to-back sessions, all very erratic, let's say, and she has maintained order in the house. Well, I would say better than her predecessor, Leah, but that's not for me to say. And the Cian Corla has returned, so the Lash Cian Corla will hand over the seat to her.
I have to say, Leah did try her best. I think there was a lot of undeserved hate towards Eamon. He did great. He did do good. I think towards the end of his term, everyone has a shelf life, and I think Eamon was running towards the end of his. Because I mean, whether usually the shelf life extends to the willingness of others to accept you, but also in the case of Victoria, your willingness to remain in such a position. Being in the role of Kian Caller isn't just difficult by being in the door, but it's also difficult to actually be. Yeah, I was just gonna say, So I completely lost my train of thought. Right, yes, the Kian caller, not only just in a chamber, but outside the chamber too, it can be difficult because for remaining in a role for like even 6 months, like Eamon did, you have to be completely impartial the entire time. And it is a very difficult job to uphold there. We have multiple. I believe no more comments were going to be taken after this statement that was announced by the Lash Kian caller. However, he has stepped down for the Kian caller, so we're not sure if that will be upheld. We now have a point of information, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So point of information being raised here currently. If we get
Unifor leader stood with the point of information. Taoiseach Epic Noah's point of order stands with no ground. There was no mention that it was a satirical comment. He said it, and that is the fact. This motion to censure the opposition furthermore attacks this fact, Gurmagat.
no backs this fact.
we have a Social Democrat, yeah, Social Democrat TD on the backbench stood to say what I'm unaware.
Oh,
Go on.
Jessie has said she'll end this and that it was discussed before the sitting, I believe. Now we have Social Democrat being called upon. I would assume that these are the final comments we would be taking because, I mean, I think we voted on the last bill nearly 10 minutes ago now. I did actually expect to be here for quite longer, but I think. Hold on, they were just waiting for debate. Our motion to vote has been seconded, and unfortunately, the can caller didn't see. But now the motion to vote will be discussed. After that is, I believe it will be passing now. Now, I personally don't typically agree with the motion to censor. I think it should be there should be more votes required, but then again, it doesn't really do anything. It's all just advisory, not really. What's it called? It's not binding. Yeah, it's not binding. So nothing really happens because of it. The question is now being proposed to the benches. Do they? Sorry, what's it? I keep losing my train of thought. Yes, if.
Right, there are many members stood in the chamber. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right. They have called the vote all. Got a little too eager there to vote. All members are now moving into the chambers to vote. I don't know why the Green Party has just sat.
That means they're abstaining from the vote.
Yeah.
5.
I don't know why they're abstaining from the vote, considering they're the ones who proposed it. But
You should remind the viewers what motion we're on.
Oh,
we should. When the motion to censor the Labour, Green, and Fine Gael parties. Oh, Fine Gael told me they didn't have any Shenandoah. They do. I'm gonna go shout at Oswald. Give me a second.
why are you shouting at Oswald when he's not in the session?
Oh no, because I've asked him to submit any bills to me because I have to write the order. Well, obviously to clerks as well, but also to me so I can see. I need to write the order paper for the Shanad. And he said he wouldn't be working with me because apparently he had no one in the Shanad. I did think
Okay.
it was wrong, but I didn't
There
correct it at
are
the time.
3 deputies stood at the same time. Now 4.
Motion to revote. Something I do like. Something I do like quickly. It is nice to see that motion to revote is isn't always considered now. Before it was if there was a motion to revote, you had to do it, but now there has to be an actual reason to vote. Revote. I think they're arguing Oshin wasn't able to make it, but
Well, one member isn't really the. I fear that's a problem of him not paying attention, but when the entire chamber stands up.
yeah. After this, I believe they will be moving to the adjournment motion to adjourn.
From Kira, no surprise.
Oh, it has been announced there will be a revote.
Oh wait, that's not even vote all. What am I doing?
Okay, voting is happening again. Voter has been called.
Right, it's vote all.
So again, all members will be moving to the vote hall. Again, notably, the Green Party are completely abstaining from their motion to censor the Labour, Fine Gael, and Fianna Fáil parties. So it's quite surprising because, again, these are the people who have raised this motion and wanted it to pass, and now. So I'm a little bit surprised that they are just abstaining. I'm sure they do have a reason. members are now being asked to return to the chamber. As we can see, all flooding in. We're now having the clerk read the results. We have 6 tar, 4-0, and 6 abstains. The censor passes. The Labour Party, the Fine Gael Party, and Fianna Fáil Party have all been censored.
There's a point of order to from Oisin. There is a point of information from Leah, and there is a motion to adjourn from Kira.
I think
Can I
those.
just say that Kira Carney is dressed fantastically in that little blazer. Look at it.
Who?
Kira, look at how well dressed Kira is.
I
Can we get a
know.
round of applause for Kira?
Shame she just wants to end the session immediately.
Also,
Who crossed the floor?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ah.
It's quite the power move that the government didn't require their government partner,
I
their
know.
caucus partner, the Green Party, in order to censure the main opposition. That, by the way, only over 24 hours ago was in the running to lead this country. You know, it's a bit of a turntable moment, I think.
And it is.
And why is she waving?
With your turning tables under your
Oh, it was
thumb and
confirmed that the member crossed during the voting period, so they will not be
Two.
ejected.
do it again. I feel like people have decided themselves that it's okay to all stand at the same time when it's not. So Jesse's been doing a lot of standing to get them to sit. But
Yeah, I think Jessie, she is the right person for this door specifically. I think there are specific people. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's specific people who should lead the door at certain times. Now, I think in these times we need someone who is firm but also lenient, because a lot of the dual members, I'd say, they misbehave quite a lot. So you need those people who.
from Leah, I rise today
Oh.
filled with anger and grief at what is happening to our people in the north. Thus as not pace.
This is
Thus
probably
as not
this is probably in correlation with what's happening with the shootings
This
over
is
the
a
border.
slow, grinding attempt to crush Irish identity under the weight of British rule.
What a massive trap in politics. What a whoever this Leah girl is, she will get a job. in the
Irish
next
Catholics are
government.
being terrorised, their communities watched, their voices silenced.
What a smart woman.
She truly is. The British presence in Northern Ireland is not protection, it is occupation, it is control, and it is violence dressed up in the language of law and order. This chamber should be roaring. I think it is actually so. Instead, at Whispers, it debates, it hesitates, but there is no room for silence when our people bleed. And until we find the courage to stand up, not just speak, but truly stand, we will remain a nation divided and ashamed. So, goodbye.
Oh, and the
Oh,
Green Party
we have
has
a
staged a
walkout.
walkout. That will be strikes to all of the Green Party there. They're not making it easy for the Social Democrats here. To be fair, they aren't in a coalition, so.
Oh, sit down, deputies.
Oh, Mole has re-entered the chamber. He doesn't seem to be participating.
Oh,
He got scared. Jesse shouted at him and he sat back down.
Oh. Hold on. Why is
they're all standing.
why is Mole being marked as unauthorized absence?
Kira Nikahan, that's why. She's not even
That's
in
not her
Nikahan.
name.
No, it's what? What? How'd you say her surname?
Concor.
Cunt.
Oh my.
Oh no, I can't.
There
say-
was-
Sorry,
I can't.
Sorry,
take
Kamala,
Concor's
sorry, I
name
withdraw.
seriously.
So there is
But
a motion to revote. Sorry, there is a motion to revote. However, I don't know if they can motion to revote it because it was over like 10 minutes ago, and there was another motion already proposed, and they already re-voted on it. There's no need to re-vote on it again.
Sorry, there was a help request from someone that said reason Jungle Skog check DMs, and I just find that so funny because what the fuck is Jungle Skog?
Her username.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
This is such a weird name.
It's a bear of sorts.
You
Oh.
little scug.
I'm sorry, but why does she still have her child in the chair?
Bring your child
She
to
brings her child everywhere. She's bringing the child to Oireachtas quite a few
She's
times.
making a statement about
The Green
the
Party
price
has
of.
marched around and gone down to the hallway. That is
She's
kind of
making a
iconic.
statement about the cost of maternity care and childcare.
It's true. She is the first Cian Corla to take maternity leave.
Where did they march to, the Green Parties? We have sorry, into our
Look at this, though.
correspondent Neve Clark on boots on the ground. Do we have any eyes on the
Boots
Green
on the
Party
moon.
deputies?
I am hunting now, trying to find
If
I did see them exit through this door.
the deputies are actually in the committee room downstairs with
if we could
Wilberforce.
venture into the committee room there, yeah, our cameras are super quick. Look at this.
Wow.
Where is the committee rooms? I need to find it.
Will, it's down the stairs to the right. The first one to the
Yeah,
right.
down there. Yeah,
Wilberforce is giving a speech to the Green Party. Genuinely, I am proud of you all.
Yeah, down there. There we go. Well done. Committee room 1, is it?
No.
Hello,
No.
I am here on the floor in Committee Room 1 where we have the Green Party TDs that are just matching out of Dáil Éireann. Now, they're here with Wilberforce, former Cian Corla, who has congratulated them on their walkout. Oh, I need to go to vote hall.
They're not in any of them. We've checked them all.
No, that's not all of
No.
them. That's not all of them. There's two big
Go
ones.
down the stairs to the right, where the podium is, Daniel. Committee Room 4.
Right.
Committee Room 4.
Oh,
Should we bring one of the TDs up to give us...
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
oh.
They
What the
were all...
You are making. Oh, I can't do the accent.
This is the biggest sissy convention. I love that we
Ladies
have,
and
like,
gentlemen, we're here at the Sissy Convention down in Committee Room 4,
Only
where
ladies.
there seems to be some smells coming from the room. Now, I'm not sure if this is poppers or another substance, but it seems to be getting wet and wild in here, and I'd like to just have a word. Oh, I can't even move. Oh, fuck. Lewis PM'd me, it was all flags.
Oh god.
Probably telling me off. Can we bring Bo up to give us...
Wilberforce said they deserve a walkout medal. I'm not sure why Will is like cheering them on. Also, I do have a statement.
That is true.
I-
As former Lost Bookthron of Common the Ma, I do feel that there is an issue in Northern Ireland and it needs to be addressed.
I think if Bo wants to come up and make a statement, is Bo alive? I'll tell Bo.
Bo, I will welcome you up to the stage, my darling. No, that makes it sound biased. I'm not, promise. Where is he? He's not in
So
here.
I don't mind. I always
Should we
grill
bring
Bo
Leah?
with
Should
a-
we bring Leah up? Leah's got her hand up. She made the
Yeah,
statement.
yeah.
She's a spokesperson. The invite
Let's
has
be
been
nice.
sent
Let's
out.
not pounce like we do to checkmail. Poor checkmail. Hello, Leah.
So before we do listen to her, just a very quick second. Will had a quick statement earlier regarding what we were saying about the Cian Corla. His quote: "It's a hard job. It is a hard job, especially keeping the order when you have to deal with people who behave like a bunch of 5-year-olds." Fortunately, that conversation did end a while ago. But anyway, Leah, the stage is yours.
Killian, look at the new gift they made of me.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Did we invite her? I thought we invited her up. Hold on. Sorry.
Maybe
Sorry, I thought we invited you up, Leah. Hello, Leah. The stage is yours this time now.
You guys are lying by saying it's unexpected, and RTE is lying, but that's okay. We'll get past that.
Did we
You
lie
know, I'm
about-
here. You're lying
Did
and
we-
saying that it was unexpected, and you didn't even give the reason that we walked out, but it was a very serious reason. I'll
Just
tell you
say
why we
that.
walked out. Because innocent Catholics and Irish minorities are
We
being
heard your
shot
speech, but
and
you said we
killed.
lied about something. I don't remember what I lied about.
Excuse me. You invited me up here and you asked me a question, so I'm gonna
Yeah, and I'm
answer.
asking you
Actually,
another question. We heard your statement. What's the other question? That you
You-
said we lied about something. What did we lie about?
RTE. Oh, that was loud. RTE is saying that we unexpectedly walked out, but they didn't even say why. That's unacceptable.
Oh, is it?
Well,
That's a very fair point.
yeah, I will
That's
say,
a very-
considering your walkout was to bring attention to that. I can't really say anything. I don't have
Well, I
access to
have to
Twitter.
say, it's an odd remark to make when you have been invited onto the stage to tell our viewers exactly why you walked out. So I think you should use this opportunity to explain your rationale.
Well, our rationale for this walkout, we're here in Ireland and we're looking at the chaos, and all of this chaos taking us away from what's actually happening in the north of Ireland. There's innocent Catholics and innocent Irish minorities in Middletown, in Northern Ireland, who are being shot and killed without reason by British occupying forces, and there's not enough attention being brought to that. Quite frankly, no one has reported on it. There's just the occasional, oh, fighting ongoing in Middletown. Like, it's not enough. We aren't recognizing people of Irish minority and Catholics in Northern Ireland are being shot and killed for absolutely zero reason by an occupying force. That is, to me, seriously, seriously disturbing, and it's disturbing to everyone in the Green Party.
So I just want to quickly state,
look-
sorry, the door has adjourned, I believe 7-6 nil, 5-0, something like that.
Anyway, look, Leah, your party did sign an agreement with the government to provide them confidence. Is that something you're willing to go back on if they don't provide enough coverage and attention to the needs of the people on the border?
Our party, we signed that because we needed government, and we needed a government capacity to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to turn the volume down on Doll. This is crazy. There we
Yeah,
go.
for some
Sorry,
reason
excuse me.
nuclear bombs are going. Nuclear bombs have been detonated multiple times. I hear live from the Shannon right now. We've got nuclear bombs going off in my ear. Luckily, our cameras are surviving the blasts. We're
My
we're
name's
unaware of
Shannon,
what
you're
we are
around.
unaware of what is behind this. Who is behind this?
And do not swim in the sea. Amazingly, some people are swimming in the sea here today.
My limbs are being torn apart one by one here at the Shannon. Politics is really tense nowadays.
I've got my press vest on here because I'm not sure if I'm safe in the presence of Janador. What's his name?
Checkmate.
Entity O'Neill. He wears a Montclair jacket to the Senate, and he may have a knife concealed in his tracksuit bottoms. Now,
Well, anyway,
we are in the process of installing metal detectors.
I want to ask Leah that question because it's an important one.
Sorry.
Are you willing to go back on your confidence agreement with the government if they refuse to place attention on this issue?
If this government, if the Social Democrats do not provide enough reasonable and genuine support to people living on the border and living in Northern Ireland, I think that there is definitely going to be a discussion on whether we should continue our confidence agreement with them. And I think that's pretty unanimous on the Primrose panel. It's a decision that we all agree on. It's a serious matter, and if the government isn't going to address it, we will definitely consider that.
A lot of people would say that that is a very destructive thing to do. That you recognize the importance of having a government. You were willing to criticize the opposition for stalling our democracy and whatnot, and now all of a sudden you're willing to go back on all that if it means your issues are hers. That is that not a bit destructive?
Oh my God.
Oh, there's been
Isn't
another
our
nuclear
issue.
explosion in the Leinster House right now. This is chaos. We need help. I think there's are the British behind this? Is Tonti Blair behind this?
Oh, Jesse nuked herself.
No,
Jesse nuked herself.
it's Israel. It's Israel.
Yeah, Israel shy.
Anyway, go on, Leah. Answer the question.
This isn't just a Green Party issue. This is an issue for genuine, nearly like 100 people who were in Northern Ireland and who are Irish, who are Catholic. And it isn't just an issue for the Green Party. It's an issue for all of those people. You're making this out as it's some sort of disruptive thing. This was always going to be disruptive. It's more destructive to the people who lose their lives, who lose family members, who lose limbs, who are broken apart by British guns. That's more disruptive than us not renewing our confidence and supply agreement with another party in the Dáil. That's how I see it anyway.
A lot of people would say that it's better to draw attention within the chamber than to try and draw attention by exiting the chamber. Would you agree with that? Do you think you've stumbled this issue by walking out on it and walking out on your constituents?
Do you remember? When was the last time the Dáil met? you remember the last question session? Do you remember any questions that were asked?
At
Fair.
what? At
That's
what?
fair.
The
About
last dual
anything? Do you
session?
remember a single question? Do you remember a single question that was asked?
The dual session was
At
over. Was
when?
quite a while ago. The last dual question.
I don't understand the question. A single question asked at the last
Do
dual
you
question session?
remember what is the last question you remember?
I think it was actually Leah asking about the border, and I
I
remember
have not
answering.
asked any questions.
Well, you made statements on it, and I
No, this
remember
is
praising you
exactly
for it.
my point. A question doesn't stick to your mind. A question doesn't represent the seriousness and
I will say the last
the
question
lack
was
of.
asked 2 weeks ago, though.
And this is an
Yeah.
issue that's been going on for months. Do you remember anything that's happened in the job? You probably do. You don't remember the basic things like a question. It goes unnoticed. This is a big issue that needs big, big representation. And a walkout was necessary, I think, show that the Green Party is serious about this and that it's a serious topic. Like, you're going to remember that walkout more than you're going to remember a question, like a 30-second question.
Mm. Well, I don't have any further questions for you. I just want to say that you are a very articulate TD. You are very good at messaging, I think. Whether that's intentional or not, you are very good at messaging. This is a very smart way of going about things, refusing to bow down to what is currently happening
Mm.
between the opposition and government. And if Bo has half a brain, then you'll be going places in that Green Party. Let's hope she does. Although she did
For
just
profit.
she did just say bring me up on stage, and then 10 minutes later say I'm timed out actually. So
For 5 more days.
literally like a perfect example of what I say about Bo, which is that she tries really hard and she does a great job until everything tragically goes wrong for her.
Literally, it all comes crashing down.
Like through no fault of her own, but also through like every fault of her own. So like, oh
Uh,
god. Well, anyway, do you have any questions for Leah Neve?
one question. You have made your statement about the problems in Northern Ireland. If the Green Party were to get into government, what would you do to make the change that you are calling for? What would your plan be?
The first thing I think that you need with a government that's going to be focused on Northern Ireland is an actual representation of Irish needs in Northern Ireland. I'm the only Irish politician who's ever participated in a Northern Irish election. And to me, there is a lack of presence of Irish politics in Northern Ireland. There's a plethora of British politicians there. There's British politicians who win elections there. Irish people are not given the support that they need there. I mean, there's a mayor there who is literally the most unionist person you're ever going to meet in your life, and who literally has it out for Irish people.
Do
So
you
I
feel
think
that?
a government.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
I think a government needs to involve itself directly in the politics and in the affairs of Northern Ireland the exact same way the British do.
So sorry, I just want to say
So
news is in that we have a new Green Party chair. It's Erin Yates, I believe.
Avon B. Yates, yes.
Oh,
Evan B Yates. Then sorry.
woo! Connolly, your mother.
Yeah, she should be a Connolly, but she left
I
my family. Anywho, do go ahead, Leah. Sorry, or whoever was speaking.
May I ask a question? Leah, do you think the election of mayor of Middletown, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that it? Yeah. Do you think that the winner, I don't even know who they are, but I know they are unionist. Do you think that that was orchestrated and the winner was already decided before the election ended?
I think definitely the system isn't set up to support fair election between a unionist and a Republican. I ran on a publicly open Republican platform, and the other candidate didn't. The other candidate, they had the support from, I'm going to use the word deep state. I don't like using that word, but the British deep
The
state
establishment,
and
maybe.
the establishment. That word's quite better. Um, they had that support. They had the support from inside the Electoral Commission. They had the support from the governor, the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland, and quite a lot of people. They got the endorsement of every single party leader and almost every single British politician. So you can tell that the system is set up to always benefit a unionist candidate, not a Republican.
Very, very.
I
Very
agree.
rarely do I find myself in complete agreement with a talk to Dala. and a deputy, but I have to say I am in agreement. I do think Ulster at the moment,
Mm.
which is a very sensitive topic for the head of state to be speaking about, but I want to say that Ulster at the moment we don't see as much participation as we previously did. I'm a former First Minister of Northern Ireland. Sequatic was a former First Minister of Northern Ireland. Lynette was the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland, and Connor was gay. And I think what we're missing is that we have had high,
You can't.
rates of participation from Irish people in Ulster, and that isn't the case anymore. We don't see that mixing, we don't see that integration anymore, and certainly there's little to no representation of republicanism in
Mm,
Ulster. I'm not sure if there's a hostility to republicanism. I'm sure, Leah, you could fill me in on that actually. How does the general public react
Well,
to Republican sentiment
sorry, I
in
think
Ulster?
I could like by not directly from Northern Ireland, but the reaction to being Irish for the people in and around Sovs in Gibraltar, etc., is highly xenophobic. Actually, recently I was deputy
Really?
minister, and I was called Fenian. I was called Fenian scum. They said shoot me. They said all of these things just purely because I was Taoiseach of Ireland once, and I wasn't even a good one. So really, I did a
Well,
disservice. So they should have liked me more.
I ask because I have been in the election discussion channel many times. I have friends in the UK, and maybe in 2022 I would be bowed out, but nowadays I don't. Nobody seems to say anything.
Yeah,
Um, but I would not be surprised if it was the case. It's been a while since I've spoken in the UK.
yeah.
I,
I
if I could
I
just
was
interrupt there.
Go on.
When I ran my campaign for mayor, there's a lot of pro ultra unionist and ultra kind of pro British par- paramilitary groups, and I don't want to bring in sensitive topics here, but there was serious threats against me as a person and against a lot of Irish people who are supporting my. It's an insanely toxic environment if you aren't a British unionist in Northern Ireland, especially. I've spoken in the UK a few times, talking to people about my campaign, and the word Fenian, I feel like all of my things are just calling me a Fenian, and
yeah,
there's no respect. We have basic
exactly.
respect for British. We don't get that same respect back.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually
Well,
that's extremely correct because you can't. I literally in Gibraltar, rightfully, yeah, it was an Irish imported government, but who cares?
Gibraltar.
We were doing well. We were going to do real work, and fact that we came from Ireland when actually genetically and citizenship based, about two of us were Irish citizens. So really, we're not that Fenian, are we? So it's just they can't get past the fact that we're not one of them, and they're very closed off, and they're very
Tribal.
yeah, exactly. And I was in the Houses of Commons yesterday. I've never spoken in the Sovs general chat, but I'm an MP for Fermanagh and Down. And the questions were all regarding Gibraltar and Northern Ireland and all about Irish people and how it's, you know, yeah, it's very, I would agree, exactly, Leah. It's very toxic.
Wow. Well, this has turned very sad really quickly. I
It
mean,
is, I,
what I'd love to know what could be done though. I spoke to William and Lewis, and I said when my term is up, I'd love to enter politics in Northern Ireland again, um, and do something there just
There
to
is none.
normalize, just to normalize like Irish people going into the UK because that was so normal. I think fewer and fewer people realize this because I know I feel old. I was in politics since 2020. Like up until 2022, that was normal. I just explained like three former presidents worked in Northern Ireland. Dinar Heathcote, former Sinn Féin leader, worked as prime minister. Like it was for a long time there was a deep, deep connection between the UK and Ireland. And I don't I find it so strange how nowadays it's very segregated. You're either in Ireland or you're not. You're either in the UK or you're not. And there's very little cross section. Even Callum Cathcart, he's one of the few people I know who he's obviously not in the UK anymore, but he was a big name in the UK. So when he did stuff in Ireland, um, it was strange. People approached him with skepticism. Um, but I think he's cool, so it's okay. But yeah, I don't understand how things have changed so quickly. Like people, like less than 2 years ago, it was normal to be in both countries,
yeah,
and now
when
it's like all of a sudden not.
when I was Taoiseach especially, I joined Northern Ireland, then I was told, actually, you can't be a citizen of Northern Ireland whilst you're Taoiseach. Like it was you weren't even allowed. Like it's just so
Mm.
weird when it's Roblox. Like of course there is this, you know, hereditary disliking towards English people if you are Irish because obviously everything that happened. But there's no reason like these fucking 12-year-olds and sovs like what? Oh, they're just so mean. And like, it's not even something you're angry about. It's just like this is so unnecessary. Why are you
Mm.
pushing this?
I
Like, we could all
I
vote
want to
together.
say though, Ireland has played a role in this. Ireland for a long time, from the top as well. Conor Novak had a hostility towards the UK. He originally he was the connection between Ireland and Sovs when Ireland first started. Him and Dan Wellesley, and Conor Novak. Like this is so fascinating to me. Conor Novak is seen now as the Fenian, the Irishman, the person who is
The
loathed by
epitome.
all. Literally, very much the epitome, the antithesis of everything that is British. But long before unification, he was in the UK first. He was in the civil service for decades. He's a former prime minister, and he ran a lot of the things in the UK. And it's just amazing how the psyche of the entire community changed on a whim. But also equally to acknowledge, and Ireland had a role in this. Ireland was very sectarian for a while. Well, sectarian isn't the word because we're not along religious boundaries here. But I would say divided certainly.
Yeah.
Um, so I wouldn't forget that. Even up until recently, meeting a state visit between the two countries was a big deal.
Yeah.
Among group staff, they would say it's a
Well,
big deal.
funny story about the meeting I attended with the British with Mr. Sunday's Taoiseach as Minister of Prisons. I don't know why I was there. I was just there. Sunday asked me to go. I did. And Bo, at the end of it, after the picture was taken, they said, "Oh, come up to the roof." And I said, "No, Sunday, they're going to shoot us." And we didn't make it to the roof, and they just shot us in the car park. I feel like, yeah. And then also, to Leah, with a question for you, something I feel like is quite pressing. Do you think the government has any intention on doing anything with Northern Ireland, considering their Minister of State for Northern Ireland has attended 0 Dáil sessions?
I don't even know who their Minister of State for Northern Ireland is.
It's the Nobel
And as
Foundation
someone
guy
who,
who called us MPs instead of TDs.
oh, good. If I don't know them, and I know almost like every single Republican because I lead the Collective Nationalist Front, and they're all in there. I don't know who that is, and I don't know who this person is, and I don't think anyone really does. That's disturbing to me, and I really hope that this government will take action, and I'll encourage them to, and I'll bring the issue up again and again. But I don't have a lot of confidence, as much as I want it to happen.
And
But
a follow up, sorry, Killian, is
no,
this
go on.
a second coming of the boycott we saw last term, or will you be back next term sat in a Dáil? Or is this going to carry on until you see action and or until when will this end?
No, this is not a boycott. This was to bring issue to, it was to make everyone know that we are very much on this matter and we're going to be pressing people on it. There's no reason for a boycott because that will do more damage to y'all than actually is going to bring any real change on the issue of Northern Ireland.
Okay, thank you. Leah, your answers are excellent. I honestly, you should run for Taoiseach. Anyway, Killian, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I do. I know we're a bit pessimistic on this topic of discussion, but it is important to remember that group staff in Ireland nowadays are much vastly different.
Mm.
Well, not only is group staff now different to what Sequatic was doing, but also equally, hugely, triply more different than what Connor was doing. Like, I know for a fact Lewis is in close tandem with the UK now. We have a
Cozy.
nice little cozy border game and whatnot. So, things have changed
It is not
vastly.
cozy.
But well,
No.
cozier. Obviously,
Yeah.
the border at the moment. I don't think the border.
Cozy with the funds that come
It's
out of
it's
it.
so it's so
I
scary. Like the ambience, the developers have done a very good job of it.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it is scary. There is actually like a grey atmosphere in there, which makes it feel very
understand.
depressing. And when I was on genuine peaceful protest before we armed ourselves, it genuinely we did nothing. Oisin Ithaker sprayed an Ogleg Naharan soldier sprayed Pava spray at a BAF officer. Then the first person they shot was me, and then they just killed all the peaceful protesters, then Oisin. Anyways, yeah. So I feel like it's not, well, there's, with Hong Kong being involved as well, I'm not really too factored up on that situation, so I won't speak about it because I don't want to mislead. But I feel like that is a direct sign of aggression that the BAF is bringing in. Well, Ireland's bringing in the Netherlands now, which is fair. But had the British never brought Hong Kong or allowed Hong Kong to act on their, well, not act on their behalf, what are they? They're like an insurgency that the British ignore. I feel like that is a sign of aggression, and that is a sign of the British's not unwillingness, but their hostility towards Ireland. That, yeah, I don't see much changing there.
Well, not to throw names or anything, but if you guys know who the mayor of Middletown is, it's Michael M. Rothschild. When he was prime minister, very, very close relation with Hong Kong. The Hong Kong part of the Northern Ireland issue only started when he became mayor. So I'm not gonna do any allegations or accusations, but hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah. So this was obviously, I feel like having a mayor of Middletown that is so staunchly stuck in his ways of being a unionist and quite clearly unwilling to change the cycle that we've got ourselves stuck in is a problem, and it shows that there won't be real change of what we're seeing right now until that has changed itself.
I actually agree completely.
Sorry for my silence. I keep having to write this. I'm writing the order paper, and I've got things wrong already.
Oh, right. Should we put Leah down and ask, is Tristan J. Belshaw on in the government, Dan?
Yes, he's the Minister of Justice. So yeah, bring him up.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Guys,
Leah, for your beautiful answers. Is there
of
anything
course.
you'd like to say
Thank
before
you.
we put you down?
No, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing that you guys do, and keep up the good work. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Love you. Let's bring up this one.
Start numbering.
Tristan, you've been sent a request.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
Tristan.
waited for 13 minutes, by the way.
Okay, I'm going to start off with questions relating to Northern Ireland, as it is something that people must be interested in if they are aware of the situation. I know you're not the Minister for Northern Ireland, well, the Minister of State, but you are a member of the government nonetheless. And what are your government's plans to bring in real change in Northern Ireland and strengthen relations with
Yeah,
the United Kingdom to stop the purging of Catholics on the border?
and our plans are simple, just to fix the relationship the uh, with the governor of Northern Ireland and the mayor of Middletown, as they are from South UK,
Hmm.
and we are just going to try to get peace between them
Yeah.
because they hate Ireland for no reason.
Okay.
And I think Noah. Those are our plans. Simple. Just fix the relationship with the governor and the mayor of Middletown. Simple as.
I'm going to put you down in a moment, but one more question. Just what? Well, we'll wait for the national anthem of Ireland, and then we will.
Yeah, so
and then I'll
the
ask the
Shannon will
question.
now begin. That means it's my time to go. It was lovely talking to you all. I'll be back up here to end the stream.
Hi,
But
Dan.
bye bye. I would
Right.
just want to say I don't feel it's appropriate for me to be up here as leader of the Shannon. Anyway.
That's fine. You're staying on to stream it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Wait,
Okay,
oh
perfect,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'll just mute.
Right, we'll wait for the national anthem, and then I'll ask you one more question, then I'll put you down.
I need to stand up because I'm about to send that to you.
Okay. That was the national anthem. The Shannon is now in session. And one more question for you, Tristan. Your government's stance on Northern Ireland has repeatedly not really been a stance, and it has just been saying north of Ireland. Do you think that this sense of, well, this stance that Northern Ireland is actually Ireland, and although I agree, we are one island, do you think that when the UK is already acting in a hostile fashion towards Ireland and its people, do you think it's a good idea to be chasing this idea of a united Ireland, which would mean Sovs losing territory, which they are very protective over, hence why they brought Hong Kong in?
Um, Listen, Ireland is Ireland, Northern Ireland is Northern Ireland. We certainly are not ready for war yet, unless the arguments within the United Kingdom get heated with uh, with the British Armed Forces, because obviously they're ready to do anything. As of last week, we've seen Gibraltar get attacked by the British Armed Forces. So I can think if we try to reclaim Northern Ireland back, they'll try to do a bit of a civil war, really, or maybe just a huge war, as they'll send um, a lot of PAF people to the what's the border called? I've got County Armagh, and it's very dangerous because we just go in government, and it'll be very risky to just call it a war at a time. So we are not doing anything at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what was the other part of the question? I forgot. I forgot the question.
That was
So
really the question. Thank you for coming up, and I
yeah, I'm
appreciate
gonna
your
leave us
answers.
up because I'm in the Senate, so
Okay.
I'm getting distracted really.
And we'll return to commentary of the Shannon now. We have moved to the election of Cahirloch. Who is this? Wilberfork, the former Cian Corla last term of the Dáil Éireann, is running for Cahirloch, which is the chair of the Shannon. Let me just check the candidates list, and I'll give you a bit of insight on these people as we get to them.
I believe Will is the only one who put their name forward.
Oh, is he?
But Dylan was going
Oh,
to put his name
yeah.
for Lash Cahirloch, but something happened with that. He said he's not going to anymore.
Yeah, well, will be elected by the end of this stage, I guess. And he will take the oath and assume the chair. Now, the Shannon we have seen in the past term has become arguably the best chamber in the Oireachtas, and we've seen lots of parties shifting their focus and their manpower to the Shannon. And in the election, we saw the Green Party only come out with one seat in the Shannon when they may have been the largest. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say that because I don't know. But we've seen parties putting their best people in the Shannon. Like here, we've got two former Taoiseach. Oh, sorry, I said it like Dan. He's infected me. Two former Taoiseach on the front bench of the Shannon on the left side. We've got True Donald and Mr. Sunday. We've also got Jeremy O'Mara, the former Attorney General and an experienced law person, let's say. And lots of other known people sat in the Shannon. And contrary to the behaviour we see in the Dáil, the Shannon is very civilised. There is rarely heckling, and since last term there was like a few ejections, but nothing compared to what the Dáil has, and it is arguably the most effective chamber left in the Oireachtas. The presiding officer, Clerk Maxi, Munster Max, has just initiated the vote for the Cahirloch. Oh, is it the vote or is it the move to voting? I'm not sure.
There is
But, we've
there
got
is no debate on it, so it immediately moves to voting. With both government and opposition support here.
The nomination has
my
passed.
are my Shannon there?
It's there.
Yeah,
Is
Emperor's there too.
Emperor, you're yeah, Emperor's there
Okay,
as well.
thank you. Thank you,
So
love you. Mwah.
I think there was one abstain, and the rest of the chamber unanimously elected Wilberfork to be their Cahirloch. He will now receive the oath from Secretary General of the Oireachtas, Eamon McGrath. And this oath is orders. So there's nothing really interesting about this. This is probably the most boring part of the session, but still relatively important. So once he takes the chair, Dan, I'm not too sure what's on the is it just the statutes decodification bill coming into the challenge? Think so.
Apparently someone else may be putting their name for Lash Kahirach, so they would be
Oh,
that's second in the standing orders. Then after that, yes, it's the Irish Statutes Codification statutes, and then the adjournment of the Shannon.
right. Well, if there is a nomination for Lash Kahirloch, then that'll be heard next. If I could get confirmation from Eamon, please, if there is any nominees, valid nominees.
I did see
then
Jeremy
that'll
say in the Shannon's chat that me, but I'm not sure if that was a joke or not. But he would have to DM Max with that.
Pardon me.
I do think I will quickly mention in the Shannon has this thing where the leader of the opposition, leader of the government, not the government, leader of the government in the Shannon, and then deputy leader of the Shannon and deputy leader of the opposition in the Shannon, they can all table motions and bills whilst the session is still ongoing. They're the only members of the Shannon who can actually do this. So they can modify the standing, the order paper a bit.
There we go. The oath is still going. Maybe Eamon forgot to DM it to Will as well. Maybe that's why it's taking a while for him to copy it out. Yeah, I think that must be the case. But once this is done, we will have. Well, did Kamla's bill pass the Dáil? It did, didn't it? Yeah. So that bill will now come to the Shannon to face scrutiny, I'm sure, and then it will be voted on, and that will be the end of that bill. And it should be promulgated. I don't know, don't care. Well, there we go. The Cahirloch has taken his oath and now assumed the chair. So the session will now move to the next stage.
Oh, you're both muted. Why are you both
Now I'm
muted?
back, silly boy.
Neve, do you want to undergo a little Shannon quiz?
Ooh. Yeah, no, maybe, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need a yes or no, Neve. I can't just like have a Shannon quiz without consent. Okay, so it's gonna take me a while to come up with them, okay? So just don't mock me. But anyway, question 1. True or false? Conor Novak has been Cahirloch.
Don't know, don't care.
It's true or false, Neve. You go with one of them. Jeremy,
Aw.
do you want to do the quiz instead?
No!
Yep.
No!
Yep. I'll do the
You're not
quiz.
allowed to be up here. Get down.
Go on.
I'll do the quiz. It's okay. I'll do the quiz.
Both of you do it.
Oh, wait.
Both of
the
you do
election
it.
of Lashki here, Locke. If we can move back to the Shannon. Killian, shut up.
Oh my
um,
god.
We have a nominee for Lashki here, Locke. The Cahirloch himself will read it out. I feel like I'm saying that so much.
It's so weird to hear you speak, but you're sitting beside him and your mouth is still.
Why
It's
is Dylan stood up?
moving.
Why does he have a pager up? What? I have so many questions.
That's not a pager. That's his insulin pump. He
Oh,
was the first
sorry.
diabetic. He was the first openly diabetic.
Too many
person
cakes,
in
though,
America.
did you?
No, that's not funny. We don't make fun.
Sorry, for fuck's sake.
No, you put him down immediately. No, that's not
I
funny.
can't swear.
Stop.
Shit.
Jeremy, you've just been allowed. Well, I didn't allow you back up here, but you're back on the stage. Don't push
The
yourself.
president allowed me.
The
So
president.
I just want to quickly say Dylan Hello 20 has just received a nomination and has been seconded.
Oh, I didn't see your DM, Jeremy. So you just let yourself in, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Like the migrants.
Jeremy is nominating someone. Jeremy nominated himself for Lash Cahirloch.
What a
Is
dick
this-
move.
Is this due to a personal rivalry with Dylan, or was this premeditated? We shall see.
No, I DM'd the clerk beforehand, but apparently I didn't get put on the list, so just gonna do it
Killian, do you
again.
like-
Whoever employs this guy should be shot.
Killian, do you like this new monotone voice I'm speaking in for?
I love it. It's very Killian Clark when he's
Soothing.
tired.
It's soothing. I am really tired actually. I had a long day. That's why
Yeah.
that's when they gave my seat at the inauguration to Kira, I just left. I couldn't be bothered sitting with
I
the
could tell.
puffos.
Ew, that's mean.
With the
No,
common
there's
Why is Wilka here? What?
Yeah.
Why is there so many new faces?
You literally voted Tá on it. What are you saying?
I didn't. I abstained. I didn't vote at all.
Oh, you were
And
the
Dylan,
abstain.
just stand in the aisle. Dylan, stand
Sorry.
in the aisle. Stand in the aisle. Don't
He's
stand on
wearing
my hat.
jeans, by the way. And he is, for the first time in Ireland, a woman. So
No, he's a man.
A man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, can I
Sorry,
be
Do we
that's-
really know?
But let's
Annoy
not
me when
address the member's gender because we are
It does
moving away
annoy
from
me when they
gender norms.
stand on the desk.
Yeah, Jeremy steps into the aisle. Very
Yeah, I
surprised.
step in the aisle. How it should be done.
You're a great guy.
That's
Thank
Jeremy's
you. You're a
designated
great guy,
seat.
Killian. You know that?
No.
Okay,
honest
stop.
to God,
No.
No,
You can do
Killian,
this
you're
in
a great
Oris.
guy.
You can do this in Oris, not
Okay.
here.
Killian, you're the great guy.
Not
Trust.
not on
you're
my
the great
stage.
guy.
No,
Killian,
stop.
Killian, bad.
You're the great
bad.
guy.
I'm
Stop.
sorry. Neve, you're
Okay.
a great girl.
No, good girl. Also, you say good girl. Good girl.
No, that's not what you
Oh
call
wait,
me.
no. You know Bailey J Mills is at Tate McRae. Anyways, off.
Wait,
Oh,
what did Dylan pull out
Dylan
today?
is quote in his speech. Oh, the bell has been rung. The bells are to be rung.
Oh no, we
My
can't hear
name is
Taylor
Papa.
Swift quote. Oh no, this is so sad.
Swift
I
once
wanted to hear
said,
Taylor Swift
"Our
quote.
song," and look what you made me do.
He's getting closer to my head.
He's
I
not
don't
even
like
a
this.
real fan. Those are the shittiest songs.
I know. Look what you
Can
made
we get
me
Lynn on
do.
his ass? Lynn would devour him. Lynn is the biggest Taylor Swift stan.
I know. Well, I can't say that here, but I
She
would have
had a
said something funny.
spreadsheet. She had a
That's
spreadsheet
so cringe. Stop.
of every song ranked on every album, and we went through it one by one. She is a big fan.
Me and Aaron spit at Taylor Swift fans.
Oh my god.
Jesse has asked to meet me. Girl, I'm clerking. You can't.
1 second. 1 second.
I'm at work. As
Yeah.
at work.
Honey, I'm on the clock. I can't walk out.
Guys, watch. Dylan's about to make a thing about my position in the UK. Look, this is all he can scrape to. It's all he can scrape to. It's all
Jeremy,
he. It's all he can cling on to.
Jeremy, I feel like until this is done, you can't offer bipartisan commentary.
Woman, I'm gonna have to
Jeremy,
mute to give the
Jeremy,
speech.
stand up and respond. Jeremy,
Oh, I will. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Stop
Don't worry.
provoking.
Listen to me. Call him a
On
pawn of
this
the
stage.
Vatican.
Stop.
He is a pawn of the Vatican.
He was actually booted out by the Vatican. So
He is an extension of the Catholic Church trying to wiggle his way
Amen
back.
de Valera.
Jesse despawning with the child in her arms.
The child is. Oh no, I can't talk about the skin color of the child. That would be inappropriate. Sorry.
Yeah, that wouldn't just be inappropriate. It would be probably.
Ave
racist.
Christus Rex. I will rephrase too. Why does Jesse want to PM me? I'm really scared. PM Jungle Skog.
What up?
I said what with an O.
You what?
What? No, withdraw. Oh,
Ooh, he's
Kayla.
getting already a bit antsy on his first turn.
No,
He stood on my head. Can I
Really?
point of order this? He stood on my head. Can I point of order this?
Wait, it looks like he has no shoes on, so just let him continue.
He's
it's in Minions
getting his
when they're
ugly feet
making
on
the
my head.
jams. In Minions when they're
Right.
making the jams in Gru's
Ew.
lab. Their feet. No, you just don't understand.
No, I do. That's not okay. Stop. Looks at Dylan with
Making a line
disdain.
of
Who is
gems,
that? Is that
yes.
Emperor?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I love
Emperor has-
presidential Shanadori teaming up to just shit on these poor innocent Shanadori. Like, what
And
the hell?
Emperor has sat on the other side of the chamber. Oh, Dylan has crossed the
At
aisle.
least my eyes work. What's that supposed to mean?
He's wearing
He's got
glasses. He's
glasses
literally wearing glasses. He's literally wearing glasses.
which means his eyes don't work. They
I'm
don't
not
capture the
sure
sunlight
that's
properly.
satisfactional. I'm not sure
I think-
that's English.
I think the word is satisfying, but I'll leave it up to
Girl,
you.
I satisfy killing it.
I didn't even insult your
Oh.
eyes.
Jeremy, what's his name? Emperor has sat on the other side of the chamber. this session.
Well, do you enjoy that chair?
We like to feel we do this tactically so we can feel like we're everywhere in the Shannon all at once. So it's a ploy. Oh, Eamon stood up now. Eamon
Oh.
stood. Oh God, here we go.
No,
Here we
he's
go.
taking reins.
Serious. You mean
Right.
Order,
business.
order.
Someone eject the Secretary General. Goodness me.
Strike
notice-
Secretary General.
Notice how Dylan withdrew the moment Eamon stood up. Her power.
Scared. Do you remember the Eamon? Oh, was it Eamon that said, "Get out now"?
I don't know, but if it was, like, power to him, honestly. I
Honestly.
need to start calling Eamon a her. It's one of my New Year's resolutions, but I haven't started yet.
Stop misgendering.
Okay, babes.
Yeah, Killian, you fucking. Oh, no,
Well,
it's-
Dan, you promised to lose 5 stone. You've gained about
Oh
6.
no,
So
no, Killian, withdraw that comment now.
withdrawn. I'm sorry.
Good boy an Uchtron, Isbralon an Uchtron.
I think mine was to listen to more music, but I haven't done that.
I listen to
Well, I have.
My Spotify listening time is through the roof.
I used to be like that, and then I realized I need a life.
I don't have time for music anymore.
Don't
you have AirPods?
whole new world.
Stop.
Oh.
Killian, should we start? No, I can't speak about this here. I need
Shit,
to stay on.
my presidential intern is speaking in the Shannon. Wait,
Shit
what's
my
he saying?
pants. I hope Shannon Dory
Dory
consider.
what? Consider what? Finish the
Mm.
sentence. Finish the sentence, you coward.
Where are your full stops, sissy?
I've served as one of the 2 best presidential Shanadori.
Oh no! Jessie has raided the chamber and said, "I've got a bomb."
It's a baby. She's trying to get us to shoot the baby.
Well, I've got a black rod, so and I don't mean it in that sense.
I thought you were white.
Stop referring to my poll, please. Fucking man, I see. You know, he PM'd me and said, "Can we swap seats?"
They better give me those 45 seconds. They better give me those 45 seconds.
I co-authored one bill and
Oh.
passed unanimously in both chambers. I think I know what I'm doing.
They better
I
give me those 45 seconds. I
had
need
this
them.
woodwork teacher, and he gave out to us because we were messing with tools. I was actually doing really good. I don't know about my friends, but I was doing really hard work. And he kept so he called us over to show us what to do and then send us back to our desks. But he used to be really condescending, and he'd say the same thing every time. He'd be like, "I went to the best woodwork school in Ireland. I think I would know what I'm saying." And he would just repeat
That's my
it.
French teacher. That's my
And
French teacher.
I would repeat
She
him.
literally she'll go in class and she'll go, guys, I got all A1s in my leaving cert.
Yes, that
I'm
was
like,
that's my RE
thanks.
teacher.
I was looking at my friends. I was like, nobody, girl, are they in the room with us now? Nobody's questioning his credentials. Like, we're all doing as he says. But he just keeps going, right, so you're going to angle this, right? And pick up those wood chips. And then he's just like, I think I know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm pretty
Yeah.
damn qualified. Do you want my goddamn qualifications? I'm like, oh my God.
Do you want my
Why are you so
university parchment?
Literally, TCG parchment.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Guys,
"Okay."
Dylan's about to get rejected.
My RE
Wonderful.
teacher, every time she tells us RE revision tips, she goes, "I got all A stars in my A levels, so I really think you should listen to this." Like, she'll be teaching you how to use a fucking flashcard, thinking she invented the light bulb.
But like nobody's coming after you. Like, we all agree
I
that you're
know.
smart. We're trying to listen to what you have to say, but you just keep muttering on about like your
Oh.
your credentials. Calm
And
down.
when they show you like other students' coursework who got like A stars, and then she's like, "This shows I can teach to an A star. So if you want to pass, you listen to me."
Okay, and I hope your family of 4 gets hit by a car. Like, what then?
Truly, no, she's
What
absolutely
then?
type. She wears sambas to lesson. Go on, go. Go on, go.
That's everyone does that.
Not in my school, baby. My head teacher wears a cloak.
Okay, probably to mask that figure of hers.
No, she's got her body's tea.
Just sit with that one for a moment.
I'm gonna hold space for that. I'm holding
Oh my God,
Killian's
I
finger.
can't believe people were doing that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've seen
Why
it.
are Lewis's pipers in the building? Kill them?
Do you want me to? Stop.
I thank Ahilsa for appointing me. Oh, I thought that said supporting. I do support you. I endorse you. You have the president's endorsement, Jeremy.
Oh, I have dementia now, guys. Someone add that to the list of things I have.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a growing list, by the way.
What's my prescription? Does anyone have it?
Oh, I took it. Sorry.
Me
It's
and
in
Dan
it's
were
in my-
going to interview each other at 9:30 today. Well, he was going to interview me as like president-elect, but I don't think that's going to happen now because the Shan is in Denmark.
Oh God.
No, we will interview you. If you don't want to do it like 10 or whenever we can, then I'm happy to do it tomorrow. Literally, just,
No, I can do it this evening. You don't. I feel bad. I feel
no,
like
no,
you're gonna
I
sit
want
there
to
and
do it.
go,
I want to do it. I'm really excited for it. I will.
Woo!
Should I respond with "It's true, I'm taking medication"?
Yes, and be like, how dare you bring that up? That's very nasty. Like, that's a low blow. Who do you think you are? It's true, I'm taking medication. Why would you bring that up? I have an inhaler. I dare you to say I have an inhaler. I was calling the president a dementia. A dementia?
A
Not grammar.
dementia. Okay. I think he skipped out on his foundation level English lessons.
I'm the one with the intellectual disability here. He's misspelling dementia. Motion to vote. Oh God, it just gets
He's
worse.
just, and this is my opponent. Come on, guys.
Oh, I do not care who it was directed at. Oh, Lewis watching from the Rams with his tacky ass limited edition hat. You will not
Let me
say.
get the doll cameras working while I'm here.
Oh yeah, I missed the doll cameras.
It's just sorry, I was just too busy beating this Dylan guy. Oh, I forgot to say, and as I said last time, when it was it ever a good idea to trust a priest? Fuck. I wanted to use that line.
No, it's already a no context Ireland style.
Okay, sorry. I can't keep
I'm
clip farming.
not in favor of my left ball. Hello? Hello? Anyone gonna poo that one, or is this like no longer the chamber of poignance and superiority? I love that you're scattered across the chamber to give the impression that the president controls the
Yeah.
court.
Oh,
Like Emperor just at the other side, like, whoa, this guy, this guy knows, this guy, he's onto something.
yeah.
He's like, wow, I see I have support across the chamber. Everyone
See,
else inside.
and he's in the back row, I'm in the front row, so it's like we get literally the corner to corner coverage. It's
I wish we had more
100%
concessions.
psychological.
I think
Oh,
we should
and
like.
Dylan has just been ejected.
Oh, well, started with the Vatican, now it's the Shannon. Bye bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Eamon came over and personally ejected him. Damn.
Oh, look at him.
The spite.
He's ruined this for
And
himself.
look, I have my own personal convictions about the clerks and their jobs, but I would never bring that up in the chamber. That's just not appropriate
What
at
did
all.
he bring up? What did he bring up?
Oh, he said they were stupid. He said he called Eamon an idiot and said his actions were idiotic.
Okay, then just give up.
And, I think that's a bit, well, Eamon can't defend himself. He's not supposed to, even though he did, but he's not supposed to.
I think one of the best secretary generals was Maxi, or clerks even, because people would be very nasty to him, and he would just sit there and be like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah, and
bye."
then just continue doing exactly what he was
Yeah,
doing.
like,
Just
sorry,
literally,
bye.
he was literally a rock. He was just a rock.
They'd be like, "You were nasty, and you should kill yourself." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that."
Does not compute. Does not compute.
Oh Lord. Yes. Yes, Ken Corda. I mean Kahirdak.
Okay, Dan is abstaining. Clearly, he wants the priest
Oh, is
as.
Dan? Oh, so Dan's the cameraman and he's in the Shannon. He's a
Yeah,
multitasker today. He drove me to Dublin Castle, by the way.
did he? Well
Yep.
done, Dan. I didn't know you had a driver's license.
While streaming. Well, he doesn't. You weren't supposed to
Oh,
mention it. But
oh, sorry, shit, sorry.
you control it.
My bad.
Your theory, Jeremy.
Hmm?
Do you have your theory?
Oh, I have 11 of my 12 lessons done.
No, you don't.
I do. I can show you the logbook if you want.
Get out of here.
Stop the lights. Literally,
Stop
I
the
hate
lights,
traffic lights.
Literally, according to the Road Traffic Act 2021, you have to.
Legally, you have to stop the lights. Stop at the lights. Now come.
Oh, we are so funny. We should be on RTÉ.
We should be the only two presenters of RTÉ.
Bye, Neve. Bye, guys. Oh, someone posted no context Ireland. I have to check what it is. Oh, it's William. It's little. It's Widow William.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh, Donald is messaging me.
Tonya
Hello.
saying you can't vote all three of them. I'm sorry, you can't.
Oh, am I about to win unanimously? Oh,
Oh, Mr. Sunday, is he a Shanador?
I think he is. Is he? Is he in the He is as well. Ah, sure, look.
Who
Look to
was
him
your
go.
opponent? Who's who were you running against?
Dylan, hello. That was it. Right, let
Oh,
me go take the oath.
please do that.
I've
Quick
actually,
typer
I
now,
did.
come on.
Does he send it to me beforehand? Do they still do that? Do I get it in my DMs so I can copy and paste? I do. Thank fuck.
I never used to get them.
Oh,
I had to type out my
he
oath
sent me
today.
the Cahirlock one. Oh, he changed it. He changed it. It's okay. It's okay.
I was in VC with Lewis while we were doing the inauguration. He was like, I might send the oath. He was like, where's the oath? And I was like, don't send it to me. I will type it out. Back to the good old days.
No thanks.
Great camera work happening, by the way. You know, a friend of Lewis's, I don't know who it was. I don't know any of Lewis's friends, largely because he doesn't have any. But a
True.
friend of Lewis's DM'd him to say, hey, you know, in that Ireland group of yours, those radio presenters are really good and really professional, like, and the camera work is great. So, well done, Dan. Well done,
Really?
RT. Yeah,
Oh,
and I don't know what
that's
he's on
nice.
about because RT is shit, like.
Oh
So
shit! I'm after jumping the gun
oh,
a bit there.
you've just you've
Fuck.
just done it
Fuck.
wrong.
Fuck.
You've just done it
Sorry.
wrong.
Sorry. You know what? I resign. I resign.
It's all too much for you. It's all too much. Germa, congratulations. No prob. I would be like, have a great time. I would be like, you too.
You too.
Stare at him until one of us like laughs awkwardly. It's like, no, I'm
Maintain. Grab his hand. Firm handshake. Do not let go.
yeah, you too. Oh, just comical. Where do you sit now? Or no, you're not sharing.
No, I'm just in case Will doesn't show up. So I might never actually have to be Cahirlock. But
The bill, please, Secretary General.
what's the bill?
It's that one, obviously. Read
What's
it
the
out.
bill? I wonder. Oh, Kamala said no more Trump impressions. Shit.
Why?
I don't know. Kamala willed it.
Tell her to take it up with me.
She watches this on her phone, so she gets this like 30 seconds after. So I'm sure you'll get it at the end. It's hilarious because like we'll say
30
something hilarious,
seconds.
and it'll just be
We're-
waiting for Kamala to get.
Yeah, literally, we're like no one in the audience knows it, but we're both sitting on stage in awkward silence, like just sit 30 seconds and see what she says. Hey Jeremy, that was such a good one. Oh God, I don't. Is she? Oh
Did she actually DM you?
no,
I've got three men
no,
on the line
no.
trying to fuck me, and your daddy's the biggest spender.
You
I
are.
don't know. I don't really like these new statue book thing. I don't feel it. I'm
I
not
don't
feeling
really
Yeah,
like
no,
these new
they
people,
annoy
these
me.
new woke people.
You are the top snowflake.
I haven't met a single person who likes what Campbell's doing with the statue books.
What do you
Okay,
think,
so
Mr.
how do you
President?
object to it?
I'm paid not to think so.
Okay, that's okay. I won't put. Thank you, President. Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you,
No
Hilsa.
problem.
Thank you.
No
Jeremy.
problem. I
You
continue to
too.
do God's work. You too. You too.
like the band? Anyone? No.
No,
Say a
don't
little
mention them. They're
prayer for
sellouts.
you. One
I
moment
love
I'll
Bono.
wake up. Who was elected
Really?
last round, Corla? Please, Cahirlock.
Me. It was me.
Woo!
It was unanimously. So
Aw, congrats.
yeah.
I think someone should start a Let's Play series, but it's Ireland Row Nations.
What?
And they start
Playing
as if
until I want to pull my eyes out. Day
and they're
one.
just like, hey guys,
Series
subscribe to
end.
the channel. Like, subscribe if you want more. In today's episode, I'm gonna be
Hey
lecturing
guys,
as many
spam that like button down below and click the little bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video about Ireland Roblox. So we're gonna
today.
be getting into it today. We got the president, Killian Clark, here, who is really gay actually.
What the hell? Add sound effects.
Why
please.
is Dan rising to debate? He's
Why is
just
Jessie in the corner? Jessie!
she's like a fly. She's like a fly.
I'm in
Shoot
the
her. Shoot her
corner
dead. Shoot her dead.
watching
Look at her. Look.
I want to
She's not
swat
even
her.
gonna-
Let
What
me
a
swat her.
useless woman.
Excuse me.
That mother of yours, worthless.
You need to
Valueless.
learn some manners right now. Excuse me.
That's it. I was wondering what it was. That's it. Excuse
Go Rev Mila.
Excuse me.
me. You need to learn some manners. Excuse
You need to learn some manners right now. Okay, stop. I had a good stream going. Anyways,
I just can't stop laughing now. We're all kind of a bad influence on each other, aren't we?
yeah, you come up here and I start moaning. You have
Yeah, I'm nearly meant to be the president. What's going on? Oh,
you do things to me. What is this speech about, Jeremy? Please enlighten me.
no, don't
the-
just be subject.
Okay, Killian, let's
Or-
sit
Sit
down.
with it. Sit with it. Sit with it. Lovely
Okay,
suit, Jeremy. Is that a custom?
babe, that's the only thing he's ever worn.
It's not custom. I'm still owed a custom actually, so I need to do that.
Really?
Need to
Yeah,
cash
I
that in.
bought the premium, and so I got one free one.
How
Aw.
much is the premium?
It's like a 1,000 Robux or something, or it was. I don't know if
my
it's on sale,
God.
but it went on sale and I bought it.
I
And
think
then
he gave
it
it
was like you get one
1,000.
free custom. You get one free custom, and I haven't claimed it yet. So
It's also the membership, isn't it? It's like the premium
yeah,
member club.
you
get
get a
little perks.
membership. You get a membership suit. And you get some sneak peeks. I just like Ronaldo, so
I'm a big fan. Oh my god, I have to say, Ronaldo are a very close. They're a company very closely linked to the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
nobody in Ireland really
Ye-
talks about them, but like
yeah,
they
No.
are a
She is here.
fantastic company.
Say so.
They
yeah, they
lead
are.
the fashion industry. They
Yeah.
Do they make women clothes?
No.
no.
Oh, so sexist. Of course, it's in the Commonwealth.
Well, I mean,
No,
at least you're not a
name a
woman,
single
so
woman
I guess
who
that wouldn't matter, wouldn't it?
name a single
Well,
woman
I'm a
who's smart enough
Roblox
to be in
fan, and I'm
politics.
self-IDing. So if you want to impede on my rights, then you will be
I'm
suing.
sorry. Name a single woman who's smart enough to need a suit. Go on. I'll
Oh!
wait.
Oh.
Oh, Killian.
Sorry,
You
can we
need
get
to
the
learn
president?
some manners right
Can we get
now.
Can the president be banned from the RTÉ panel, please?
No,
Right, class.
I mean it.
Yes.
Did you just slam your desk?
I was doing the right, class. You know, with my bracelets on. No one is leaving here. Where is it?
What's her name? What's her name? The one Bailey did an impression of. My name is, and she's doing a book signing.
My name is what? Jacqueline Wilson. Hi, everyone. Jacqueline Wilson here. I'm so excited.
I would just like to point out for my colleagues here on the panel, Will did ask what's happening on the RT stream.
Wagwan.
Ignore him. You need to learn some manner. No, but I mean it.
Right
Like
now.
Ronaldo is a historical gem. Ronaldo has a better functioning system and business model than some row nations.
Seriously,
Most
it does.
probably.
It does.
And I don't even know any of the Ronaldo staff personally. I think the closest I've ever come across Ronaldo staff was what was his name? Is it Humor or something?
Oh, Harris, yeah.
Harris,
I worked,
yes.
yeah.
In
Harris, yeah.
2021, we were in the same cabinet. But that's as close as I've ever
He was
gotten.
he was in the Navy while I was in the Navy. I'll let Donald speak actually.
I work here. Get off me.
No, genuinely, Ronaldo. Yeah, no, all them. I don't have any connections to Ronaldo. All the staff are from like the weird Commonwealth groups that I've never been in, like Canada.
It's
and
mainly
New Zealand.
Canada. Yeah, Canada is the big one, I think.
Oh,
I think Jack is from Canada, but Jack is nice enough. He's a good lad. I think I've had a few
Yeah.
conversations with him. Yeah.
But genuinely, the greatest. They lead the fashion industry. They are historical. Their work is unparalleled.
Yeah.
in what
Yeah, the
they do.
recent work hasn't really struck me as something that would appeal my style, but it's still super high quality and
What-
very well priced.
What is your
also.
style?
Wait, what? Wait,
I
what?
like
does it
I like
do?
color. I'm not, and I like simple but
You like
nice.
a
So this
pop of
green,
color.
so this green is nice. I like the purple tie.
I
that
don't
goes with
agree.
it.
I find a lot of Ronaldo's recent work is still very appealing. Like they're sticking to the old methods, although the older ones are very timeless. Like the older ones, they're a
No,
throwback,
I'm
aren't
saying
they?
the construction and the standard of them are very good. I haven't said that it's not appealing to me. I don't think I'd wear them.
Yeah,
is all.
yeah, but like they have colorful stuff out.
No,
recently.
yeah, and I'm wearing one.
I
Right.
know.
Dan, if we could get the cameras to go through every member of the Shannon and see, we'll rate their attire because there's not really much else to speak about.
Oh, I love doing this. Stop.
Right. So
Okay,
who's the
start
man
with
the
Dan, I
mustache?
suppose.
No. This
Oh
man.
no, okay, mustache
it.
man then.
I'm not really fan of him. Looks like a Ryanair tie. The blue shirt is not a Mr. McPhee.
I like it. I like it. See, can I just say though, I'm
sure
gonna
a bit
overpower
iffy.
you for a moment. I really love uniqueness because Jeremy
Yeah.
knows back in 2020 and 2021, everyone had the same haircut.
Yeah.
Everyone
true.
had the same. They
True.
had the Dapper Dan and a plain black Ronaldo suit. They
Oh
were
my
all William
god, it was
Castle.
hilarious. It's
It
actually
was stupid.
I
And
forgot about that.
I was the only person in the doll to have like an
You were.
original avatar, you know?
Jesus. This is unlocking several memories now.
Genuinely, like it was just
One second.
Genuinely.
James Akeson. Like, what was he doing? Come on, what was
Oh,
he doing?
fuck him.
But no, this guy's suit, I like it. It's colorful. It's not too much. This maybe the shirt underneath is a bit much. Let's be real here. But
Yeah.
the hair and mustache, they're unique. So I like.
Yeah, I
it.
like the mustache. Now with Dan's, it's very simple. Not sure
Can you
about
pan over
the
to Dan?
yeah, not sure about the shark tooth. Bit random. The hair looks like a bush.
No,
Sorry.
can I say the shark tooth is very symbolic to me. It reminds me of a friend, so I want to keep them close, and that's why I
Yeah,
keep them close with
yeah,
the
we're
shark
getting
tooth.
sentimental, Neve. Not everything's
Yeah.
about appearance, Neve.
Well, it actually
Wait,
is. So
Jeremy, your turn.
Oh,
What do you think about
we've-
Dan's?
we've got a Saudi.
One
We've got a
second, I'm just
Saudi.
making a thing. All right.
Oh, sorry,
That's
Jeremy's,
okay.
Jeremy's in the middle of a speech.
No, sorry, I'm okay. Sorry, no, it's Dan. That's all.
Why is Oshin dressed as a Saudi? Sorry, but
Well, I'll talk about Dan's suit. I like Dan's.
Stay
I
on
like the
topic.
color. I think the suit it goes with him. It's a nice
Can
color
you see
for
the
him.
suit
I
again,
think
Dan? I can't see that.
the shirt,
Can you see
yeah,
it?
it looks like Rinaldi. The shirt and the tie looks nice. I don't know how I
Who-
feel about the necklace
on
or the hair.
cameras, I
Yeah.
can't
I
see the
think
suit.
maybe a haircut. And is there any significance about the necklace on a
yeah,
personal
there
level?
is.
Yeah, it's a
It's
reminder
his
of a
friend.
friend.
Anyways, can we go to
Oh,
the
oh, that's
backbenchers
nice.
on the government
Yeah,
side,
let's go
please?
to the backbenches
You know, we're gonna shine a light on these tramps.
if Dan's alive.
Yeah, Dan, come on, wakey. Sorry, I
He
shouldn't
might
have
be
snapped.
dead. That's okay.
It's rude.
Just the backbencher. Who's that?
Not a fan of whatever that is.
Wait, go in front. Try go in front. Just, you're at an angle at the moment, and try remain. Who's that?
That's a bit too simple. I don't know who
It's
that
very
is.
bland. It's not that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
simple.
the
It's just very
the
bland.
Trekkie
It's just
hair.
very bland.
Yeah, I'm really, you know, we're looking at Mr. Sunday right now, and this is the same suit. It's crusty. It's fused to his
Oh,
skin.
I have words for him. Save him for last.
Yeah,
Save
okay.
him.
And
Jesus.
then we
Let me
move
just
to
look at
Emperor.
that. I think people forget that it's not just about throwing on Ronaldo. It's about how you wear it. You know, what's that? What's that thing? Fashion is what you buy. Style is how you wear it. That's
Yes,
from
that's true.
DV8. Many shop at DV8. That's from DV8. That's on the wall at DV8. And yeah, I think that guy's suit is nice, but he has Trekkie hair and he looks very sallow. Can we get a doctor's checkup there?
Yeah.
Will has just messaged me.
No. He's not. She's not in the Shannon. Okay.
We can bring her up maybe towards the end. We're
Yeah,
a bit busy
but
doing something
it will
important.
ruin the
We're doing the
strategy.
nation. We're doing the
Yeah.
nation a service at the moment. If you
Oh, we're servicing them.
Oh my god. Move to the
No,
see the next
move.
Right,
slide.
who's
Move
next?
to Emperor,
Who can I
please. Move
judge
to
next?
Emperor.
Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah, let's
Emperor,
have a look.
yes. Can we look at Emperor's clothing?
Danke.
Oh,
I
I
think
like.
very boring, but the pink shirt is nice. The tie
That's
comes
still
back.
not true. Boring. He
Yeah.
has the weirdest avatar in here.
Yeah,
Well,
the monocle
No.
is novel.
Yeah.
The flag
it's
is.
giving.
I think.
It's giving.
I actually think. I think the flag breaks it up. I think
Yeah.
the flag
Mm.
being on his lapel.
What would you change, Jeremy?
I think maybe different hair.
No. I don't know. I
Well, it
connect
depends what the
to
hair
him.
was. It depends what the hair was.
Yeah.
I
If
think
you
the
can get a
monocle.
nice
I think
hairdo.
the monocle and face are timeless. They're synonymous with him. So
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
they're very much his character.
No.
Well,
So I
no,
wouldn't
the
change
monocle's
them.
actually synonymous with Oswald as well. So
No, see,
No,
you're both wrong.
no,
I
no.
would keep the monocle, keep the hair, love the clothing and the lapel. I think the face needs to go. I do
yeah.
think the
Really?
face needs to
Why
go.
is your jaw open? What are you waiting
Mm.
for? Who are you waiting for? No, sorry. I'm going to break the sanctity here, unfortunately, and we will come back to this. Bo, you will be given a 2-minute limit, but I am aware there's a pressing issue, which might. What is her username? She got her hand up. Press
Yeah.
secretary.
Can we have a look at Donald?
If you
Invite
don't
have a look at
recognize the
Donald.
profile picture,
Oh,
then what the
Okay, but no, do
Hold
not
on.
raise your voice. Speak at a monotone level.
Right.
You should,
okay.
you need to do this fashion review for everyone.
Yeah, I'm the
we
real.
will, we will. We
I'm
will.
the
Get
real
back
fashion
down there. We will. We will.
Back down, you tramp! Oh,
I-
Kamla, get over it.
I am the
Come
real
on,
fashion
Matthew.
expert.
Okay,
What I would say to Killian, he said that no one should be able to wear a Rinaldi suit or
Oh
a suit
no.
that
Oh,
and
no,
I
that's all.
would strongly disagree. He said that women weren't smart enough. Look at Kamala. You know,
You're
Kamala.
making me sound
What
like a
about
sexist. Stop.
You did say
did
that.
this, you did. It's on the stream. Check the receipt.
I know, but I wasn't.
Okay, back to the fashion review. Even if Dan won't move the camera, then we'll just take over this stream. If we look in the back. Okay, if we go.
Will has contributed. The Here Look has contributed. He said some people just suit certain hairs. Emperor suits his. That's a
Okay.
contribution there from Will. Okay.
If we go back to Jeremy, I'm just gonna speak about how you've succeeded with this outfit. You have completed the sandwich method in that your hat and your khaki trousers are the same color.
Thank you.
Not the same shade.
I don't
but
like
it's
that
very
method.
effective. No, I do like it, so that's what we're going with. And then we got
Yeah,
True
shut up,
Donald here. Sissy.
Wait,
got
no,
True-
I had nice words to say. I just don't like the sandwich method. I think it's a silly. I don't like. I think it disconnects the colors, and I don't like that.
We've got Donald
like
here
it.
with a.
That's why I wear it.
It's I wouldn't.
I like
say
his.
that's
I like
a-
the color. I do
Yeah,
like
I
the
like the
color of his
colour.
suit.
Honestly, on Jeremy, I think you have a perfect avatar, and I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean, you have a suit that it matches your personality. It's bright, it's
Mhm.
colorful, it's vivid like your personality,
Mhm.
and I believe you have a lapel pin. Do you?
He does.
I'm
Again,
sporting the
very
Irish flag
Anglo
today.
Ireland
I'm
one.
sporting the
beautiful. The coloring
Okay.
No,
work.
not Anglo
Not
Ireland
too
at the moment.
much. It's not too much. It's just enough to make you stand out. And then boom, you're given the hat, an absolute wild card. I mean, without the hat, you would literally just be another bald, grey-haired
Yeah,
troubadour with
yeah.
a suit to try and stand out. But it's
That's
not
what I-
that. You have a personality, and that's in. I think that's in the hat.
I think that's very synonymous with me. You know, I'm very proud of my personality, as
Mm.
maybe you all know. Maybe a bit
I
too
have a
proud, but who
question
knows?
actually.
Yes,
Have you
yeah.
ever been asked to take it off either in Ireland or another chamber?
Yes, actually, this is such a great bit. Not last Oireachtas, last term, excuse me, but the term before that, I was actually standing for Lash Cahirlock, and I was competing with Dylan Hello, unironically, and he actually put a point of order saying that it was against standing orders.
Was
And he mentioned that I must be stuck in the UK. Well, actually, it's actually against standing orders in the UK and not in Ireland. So someone was stuck in the UK, and it wasn't me. So the hat has remained somewhat in spite, I'll be honest. But I think now it's become a bit synonymous with the avatar, and I like it. I think it works.
I also like
Um,
it, Jeremy.
We
You
go
need a
to Donald.
There you
portrait
go.
somewhere. Yeah,
You'd
let's
say
go
that
to
was
Donald.
scripted. You'd say that was scripted.
We'll go to
You
Donald now. I feel like he's got some sort of trench coat going on. It's not exactly a trench coat, but it's like a long
I really
blazer.
like the color.
And I
I
like it.
really do
Can I
like
just
the
say,
color.
if you
Oh.
could format your criticisms in the format of the general vibe and then go into specifics, because I want to know the vibe you get from Donald.
Sorry, I feel like Lewis has walked into the chamber.
Yeah, he
to
wants a
say
full
you're-
review.
Yeah,
Don't give it to him. Don't give
he
it
wants
to him. Don't give it
attention.
to him.
Ignore him.
Lewis isn't here. Lewis isn't here.
He's
Sabrina
Bunratha Harris,
Carpenter.
him.
That's Sabrina Carpenter. Look.
Look at the bow at the end, the train. he's literally flipped it. He's walking down it like it's an aisle. Oh no.
Someone should really stab him.
Oh.
Well, anyway, go into
Okay.
you follow Donald into one of the chambers
Yeah.
so we can
Oh no, we're not allowed to follow. We're not allowed to follow.
No,
Are we
don't
not?
go in the chamber.
No,
Don't go in
not
the
anymore.
chamber. No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Naughty.
But anyway,
Um,
I want to comment on a lot on Donald, but actually I think you should go first because I'm talking too much.
Who?
Either you or Jeremy.
Jeremy can go first. I already spoke about it.
Sorry, I was just voting there on.
Well, Jeremy likes
new-
the color, and I think the
Yeah,
color.
I really like the color.
Yeah,
The hair suits him. I'm not sure
Yeah,
how
it
I feel
does.
about the glasses.
I
or
like
the
the
toothpick.
cigarette. I like. Oh no, it's a toothpick. Oh well, I
Yeah.
like that.
But I think and the lapel pin he uses, it's quite small. It's very unique. It's one I haven't really seen, and I like
Go
that.
on. Has it
Well,
got like the
no.
grey around it?
It's like it's a very it gives the impression of very classical, very 1920s. Very I've just come back
that's the
from the
problem I have
mountainside
with it.
fighting the anti-treaty forces.
It does suit him. It's very his clothing is tailored
Yeah,
to
it's
himself.
very him. It's
but-
very him, I think.
But it's not Ireland enough. It's not Shannon
Mm.
enough. I mean, when I walk in and I see him there, it just takes me out of it. He doesn't look like a legislator. He looks like I don't know if anyone's ever had a grandparent wear a waistcoat, but that's what this is, okay? Like someone who obviously is 1 foot in the grave and doesn't really understand their surroundings, or at least if they do, they're refusing to acknowledge them. And I mean, you can see him there. He sticks out like a well, other than the idiot sitting next to him, he sticks
Yeah.
out like a sore thumb. Something is off about it. I
Right.
don't know.
Shall we move to not to Sunday? We're gonna save that.
That was a vote of
we-
cloture? What? I thought we were voting on the bill, for fuck's sake.
Shall
What's a
we
vote of
move?
closure?
It's
It's
like
closure
end
is
of debate.
stopping debate.
Oh my god, and
stopping
look at
debate.
this idiot in the Dominus because he thinks he's cool. Oh my god, what in the
Ugh,
2017?
stop!
This is
Get
just
out!
embarrassing.
Move.
Jesus.
Can we go to the ginger one with curtains, please? Stop!
Who's the ginger one with curtains?
The one next to
Oh god, oh I see who you're on about.
the.
Yes.
Not
Okay,
sure
we got
about
a good
this.
look at him.
Don't. It looks like a cheap suit.
You know, for someone who looks new to the industry, though, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd let it slide. But I think he has the same face as Jeremy, so we might have to kill him for that.
Yeah. You're getting a DMCA sent to you.
Unique hair. Loving that we don't have a Dapper Dan haircut. We have unique hair.
Another ginger in the Oireachtas. Only 2
Yeah.
now.
They're slow
yeah.
but sure. They're rising.
Should we go to the observation things on the right hand side first? Because I have had a request. Got Reginald and Jessica
God.
here.
Can we do Mr. Sunday first?
Okay. Sorry, Sunday. Cover your ears. Oh, he's not even here. No
Have a
surprise.
nice look at Sunday, Dan, but one more time.
Please. One more time. He's not doing it.
I think maybe he's afraid of getting.
Can Oireachtas security please remove the man with the Dominus, please? He's
Yeah.
disturbing the session.
Listen, I don't know where to begin with Sundays. I mean, it has gotten to a point where it's kind of chic, you know. He's had it for so long; it would be kind of mean to remove it. But
Yeah, that's the thing. Sunday is very synonymous with him. Maybe he has wanted to change, but he just can't.
maybe his skin color it just has a hemorrhoid just popped every time I speak to him. Like, what's going on?
No,
And
he's got what's the thing that makes you yellow?
Lyme disease.
Yeah.
Okay,
Justin
I
Bieber
think
had that.
No,
the
stop.
bill failed. I think the bill failed.
Why do you
I
know
don't-
that Justin Bieber had Lyme disease? Get it.
Because
You-
it was when he
no,
released the
he
Yemi
has-
song.
Eamon and fucking Sunday have jaundice. Anyways, can we the observation things? We got Reginald. I'm not really sure what she's dressed in, and the cameras are refusing to budge. So
I know what Reginald's dressing. Reginald has a nice avatar. Reginald
Yeah.
has a fantastic avatar. Look at that.
look at that. And then we got Jessie in the outfit that a bit of
She
lore.
never fails.
We traditionally bought these for Transnistria. Now, all of the Transnistrian Executive Council have matching fur coats. Well, different colours, but same style. I feel that's very heartwarming. And she's got her baby, which I believe she called Mohammed, with her. And she's got
But she just shouted into the camera saying, "Oi, Muslimic." So, like, come on.
She's raising her child as a Muslim, I believe.
But, you know, that
Okay,
duo-
looks like we may be returning to the original statue.
Oh, great.
Kamala's gonna cry.
Sorry, Kamala. I like how Kamala thought of something new and she was using a new system. I like that she wanted to bring that in. I just think that maybe it was just not in that
We've got
best context.
We've got a help request from Corbin, and she said, "I'm homeless."
Okay.
Killian, did you kick her out again? Killian, did you kick
No,
her out
no.
again?
Yeah.
Ignore it. No, I didn't.
Killian.
Killian,
Can I
do
just
I have
say
to
though-
call the guards again?
No, but listen.
It was the same problem last week. It was the same
Reginald
problem
and
last week.
Jesse, like, I mean, between the two of them, Reginald has moments where he looks disgusting and stupid.
Killian, can we get this put in no context, please? Wait.
What? Wait, let me see.
I DM'd it to you.
To me.
And the Senate has adjourned. Well done, guys.
Oh.
Another-
No, stop it!
Things
No,
were just
everyone-
really interesting.
No, don't kill people. Everyone line up. No!
Things were just
Okay.
getting interesting. It's okay.
The new
everyone-
clerk has
Hold on, I
murdered
just want
me.
to mention,
The new
I
clerk
asked
is-
to give a speech to Eamon, and he has not supported it. I thought he would carry that and everything, but no. Honestly, this is horrible.
Right.
What do you expect? It's the spineless flesh.
Anywho.
Right. If
Um,
everyone wants their outfit reviewed, go to like where the big stairs are.
No, we can't.
No,
we need to-
why?
I want to
You're
interview
fucking my
Killian, come
interview.
on.
Yeah, you idiot.
Oh fuck. Where are you getting interviewed, Killian?
There's always next week. In the RT, it's just gonna be me and Dan, you loser.
We'll probably do
I'll
it in
move
Donnybrook,
I'll
because we
kick
don't have
myself
anywhere
out.
else, really.
Yeah.
No, I want to do the
I
outfit.
love-
Ah!
Well, we
There's
can do it
so
next
many
week. There's
people
always
like-
wait, we should
What's
have
a
a
hairdresser?
outfit competition and just stream it on RTE.
Oh my god, shall I build a catwalk?
I just
No,
can't
that's
meet
a lot of
Jesse.
effort.
No, I
Anywho,
can. Not for me, babe. Not for me.
No, but,
okay,
listen,
right.
they might turn up next week with a higher standard of avatar now. Because
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everyone who's in the Oireachtas, make sure to turn up to the next session in far better clothing so you can be judged properly.
And
Anywho, do not go anywhere if you're in the stage and on the stream. Join us again in probably 10 minutes or something whilst I make the thumbnail and everything. To interview Killian Clark, our new president, who was inaugurated just a few hours ago. But
New
until then, does anyone else
New
have
president?
anything to say?
thank you everyone for being here today. It was absolutely great. We had some awful outfits and some not so bad ones. I hope next week you come with a higher standard. We'll do a catwalk down the corridor of Leinster House, and that would be great. Okay, that's me. Done.
All right. Well, thank you for
Thank
watching.
you very
Oh,
much. I was just going to say thank you and well done, Dan, on getting a commendation for your camera angles.
thank you.
Sure.
Well, I want to thank everyone who has watched our stream. I mean, I say this every time, but I do truly mean it. I am very thankful to be here, and I'm reminded of that as I still get to record, as I got to record the presidential inauguration earlier. Anywho, have a wonderful rest of your evenings, and don't go anywhere.